Alright, we are recording. Fantastic. Welcome to the video. Turn on this motorcycle. Oh, I forgot my cramp buster. Okay, let me go get that. You guys can see the inside of my van a little bit. Try to put this cramp buster on. Is that gonna work? Oh, it is good work. Fantastic. Alright, well, welcome to the video. This is going to be a good ride today. It's a really gorgeous day today in terms of weather. We are still in Nova Scotia. We're on Cape Breton Island. We're right on the Cabot Trail, the famous Cabot Trail. I actually didn't really know about this road, but it's one of the best motorcycling roads in the world, theoretically. Top 10 or something like that. And yeah, here's the bike. It is ready to go. I just did some chain maintenance. I'm at a campground, as you can see, and this is the gorgeous ocean view that I've been having over the past couple nights. Rocky surface, big rocks. But let's go do some exploring. I think we'll get gas first. Yeah, we'll get gas first. Ooh, it's a bit warm actually, shockingly. But hey, how's everyone doing today? Again, we're on Cape Breton Island on the Cabot Trail. If you go look on a map, go to Waves End RV and Campground. This is where I'm at right now. And we're going to get on the Cabot Trail. We're going to turn north or turn left to go north. Go through a French kind of town called Chéticamp. Not sure if I pronounced that correctly, but I believe that's the name. And it's supposed to be some gorgeous, amazing, incredible scenery and amazing roads. It's going to be a long video, I believe. I'm going to try to capture all of it, but I think it's going to be like 4 hours long. So I'm not going to shoot all of the whole ride, but I'm going to try to capture the best bits. I'm going to stand up. Alright, here we go. Let's go check for traffic here. I don't see any traffic. Alright, we're on the road now. Let's go get gas. I'm fiddling around with my cramp buster one moment. It sort of doesn't work. I'll deal with it. I'll probably take it off in a moment. But hey, how's it going, everyone? Welcome to this ride. We're going to do some exploring today. We're on the Cabot Trail. It's like I said, well, maybe I didn't say, but I think it's 148 miles in length. It's a big loop. It goes around a peninsula of Cape Breton Island. Cape Breton Island is an island in Nova Scotia, Canada. And it's been really quite gorgeous. One of my pockets is open. One moment. Sorry, I gotta close my pocket in my jacket. But yeah, I was driving here into this area 2 nights ago or so, and it was just absolutely gorgeous, really nice. beautiful. It was raining and stuff, so I couldn't see everything, but now it's just a clear day, and this is like the perfect time to go ride. It rained all of yesterday, and I was thinking about riding then, but yeah, it didn't make sense to go ride yesterday. I don't know the speed limit here. I think it's lower than what I'm doing. Also gotta find gas. Alright. The world famous Cabot Trail, there's the sign, or one of the signs. You'll probably see a few of them. Yeah, this cramp buster, it's this thing here. I don't know if you can see it, but it's just slipping. I need to put a bigger rubber gasket around the throttle so that it holds it better. But hey, I tried it. I'll probably, at the gas station, I'll probably just take it off, put it in my pocket. Gorgeous, beautiful day today. I believe it's Thursday, so we're probably not going to see too many motorcycles out, but we'll see a few, I suppose. This is one of the better motorcycling roads in the world, apparently. Okay, I think I see some gas coming up. Yeah, oh my god, yeah, this is fucking stunning. Absolutely stunning. Okay, let's go get some gas, shall we? Might as well just get it here at the first opportunity. Yeah, it looks like we'll get it here. Okay, 183. Gas here is 183 cents, I believe, Canadian cents to, is it per liter or something? I don't know how that works. I'll shut off the video here. I'll be back. Alright, I think I'm recording again. I am. Cool. Okay. Got gas. Gonna put on our gloves as always. ATG, very important. And just get it off the center stand. And we're on our way. Cabot Trail time. This place reminds me a little bit of Vermont because of how friendly everyone is and how it's kind of a slower pace of life. Everyone's very friendly. And it kind of reminds me of Ireland and something like that because of the, I don't know, the greenery and the beauty of the landscape. Slightly similar, I suppose. Let's see. Okay, so I'll give you a little update of what's going on with me, or what's happening. Let's see here. Yeah, I was in Nova Scotia for a bit. I've been here for about a week and a half or so, and one of the highlights that I was really looking forward to is this road called the Cabot Trail. It's not really a trail, it's a road. I'd call it a road more than a trail. Maybe before it was a trail, historically speaking. I don't know the history of it actually, but I'd be curious to learn about it. But this was something I've been looking forward to. A lot of people, a lot of the internet is saying like this is one of the best scenic areas in Nova Scotia. And so far I would definitely agree, but all of Nova Scotia has been fantastic. I've been doing a lot of exploring around Nova Scotia, like I said, for the last week and a half or so. And there's a lot of beauty, a lot of cool things, a lot of history. I went to this French fortress. This was the fortress of Louisbourg. Learned all about that. That was really cool. I went to a mine. I went to a miner's museum. There's a lot of coal mining back in the day, back in the early 1900s. And probably the 1800s as well, but a lot of coal mining, so I went down into a mine. That was super cool, super interesting. So yeah, I'd highly recommend all that stuff. Yeah, ever I want to do like an interesting vacation, especially in the summertime, if you don't like the heat, this is a great place to come and hang out. Yeah, really nice place. That's a gorgeous little town. This is Chéticamp, by the way. Look at this cool cathedral church thing. Really stunning. Kind of taking in the sights right now, taking in the scenery. So yeah, I've been doing that. Last night, like I said, it's been raining a lot. It rained like all day, which is kind of cool. I needed a rest day. I've been driving so much and doing a whole bunch of just exploring and museums and stuff every single day for like the past week and a half. So it's been kind of exhausting in that regard. So it's nice to have a chill day for sure. So that was yesterday, and as you saw in the beginning of the video, I parked pretty much right against the ocean, and it's been a goddamn pleasure. It's been a blast and a half. Let's see what else is going on. What else did I want to... Here's one of their banks. I do need to get loonies. Loonies are the dollar, the Canadian dollar coins. It's called a loonie because there is the bird, I believe. It's a loonie. The bird's... the name of the bird is a loonie. The species of the bird. And so they call them loonies. So yeah, I need to get loonies because of laundry machines. They're coin operated usually. And they take loonies. And what was funny is I went to a bank and I was like, hey, can I get, I think I said loonies, but there was a miscommunication, and I gave them a 20, and then they gave me, so there's a laundromat right there. But anyways, I gave them a 20, and she said something like, do you want twos? And I didn't really understand, or maybe I was being dumb or something, I don't know. Oh my god, look how gorgeous the water is, so blue and everything. But anyway, so I received $2 coins. Those were not acceptable in the laundry machine. So I kind of made a mistake there, so I need to get loonies. I managed to get some loonies, did some laundry earlier this week or so. But yeah, that was interesting. At the gas station just now, I was overhearing some locals talking, and it was all French, or Quebecois, or some sort of French, and it was really fun, really interesting. This is a French kind of community, so or at least basically it's a French community. Interesting history in Nova Scotia I was learning about, where Nova Scotia was in the hands of the French for a while, and then it went back to the English, then the French, and then there were some wars, a couple of wars that happened between the French and the English, and the native people. And so there's a lot of French and of course English influence here in Nova Scotia. Like if you go to Halifax, Nova Scotia, I was just there a couple days ago, and I went to the Citadel there. It's a fort. Did I say that right? Fortress? I think I said that right. There's a difference between a fortress and a fort. Pretty sure the fort is the military one. Yeah. A fort is like a smaller walled place where there's only military inside, pretty much. A fortress, like the fortress of Louisbourg, that is a walled city, and there's like civilians inside of the walls. It's much bigger. But anywho, in Halifax, there's this fort, and it's an English fort, and it's all renovated or whatever around. Basically, you go there and there's English actors. What do you call it? British actors, I guess you call them. Reenactors, I should say. And so that was really cool. And then I drove like 4 hours or so, and I was in Louisbourg, and that was a French fortress. And that was very interesting to learn about and stuff like that. So that was cool. So yeah, it's been a wonderful trip. It's not over yet. I'm still in the middle of it. I'm excited to have a lot of trip left in this, in terms of Canada specifically. Because tomorrow I'll be taking a ferry to Newfoundland. Now what's funny is, what was it? I think it was yesterday. It must have been 2 days ago. So 2 days ago, I was driving and I was at a park. I went to a park, a provincial park, and I ran into a local Nova Scotian, and they had a thick accent, and I didn't understand everything that they said. I understood a lot, but not everything. But anywho, she was saying, I was referring to Newfoundland as Newfoundland, and she was like, "No, don't call it that. it's Newfoundland." And I said, "Oh, okay." So she was telling me about Nova Scotia in general, and the kind of culture and everything, a bunch of stuff. It was really fascinating to talk to her though, because of the accent, and her way of life is quite different than a lot of people's ways of life. It's very slower, much more slow living, kind of like Vermont actually. So it's very similar in that regard. Like Cape Breton Island. She's from Cape Breton Island, to be specific. She was saying that people from Halifax, Nova Scotia, which is like the big city, they're not as friendly or nice as opposed to people on Cape Breton Island. Which kind of makes sense, right? That happens a lot of places in the world where you're in a big city, it's not going to be as friendly or nice. Then you go like 2 hours away from the city or so, and you're going to find hospitality and really nice, friendly people. People that want to chat and have a good, friendly conversation and get to know you and all sorts of stuff. So, and I've noticed that kind of around the United States in general. Like I have a good friend, she lives in the Atlanta area, and she was saying that in Atlanta, the southern hospitality is not really a thing, but if you go like 2 hours outside of Atlanta, then it becomes more of a thing. So it makes sense. So same thing here is like Cape Breton Island is like more rural, which is where we're at right now. Although it looks quite urban. It's because we're riding through a bigger like a proper town. Well, it kind of sucks that we're behind this dump truck, but hopefully this dump truck turns or I get to pass it at some point. I will try to pass it once I get the opportunity. I don't know yet. But we will continue to ride behind this guy. This gives us the opportunity to see... Okay, what does the sign say? It says, entering Cape Breton Highlands National Park of Canada. Wow, wonderful. Love that. There's a gorgeous river here, really nice river with it's so beautiful here. It's so stunning. It's green. By the way, it's like mid-August, if that helps you. Okay, all visitors must purchase a park pass. Okay, so I will definitely purchase a park pass. I have to go to the visitor center, I guess, to purchase that. So let's go to the visitor center. Or not. This other sign says purchase park pass. I don't really want to go to the visitor center. I just want to purchase the pass. So in theory, I can purchase the pass up here. Here it is. All right, let's go purchase this park pass. I wonder if it's free. Maybe not. Hello, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Good, thank you.
So, no need for pass.
Oh, okay.
This summer, all national parks are free entry
Oh, fantastic.
until September 7. We're just taking statistics.
Okay.
So just on your own, I guess?
Say it again. Yeah, just me. Yep.
First time here?
Say it again. I have earplugs in, sorry.
Oh, sorry. First time here?
First time here. Yep, that's right.
Can I get a postal or zip code?
Yeah, it's 98270.
Perfect. What part of the States is that?
Washington State.
Washington State.
Yeah.
You don't need a map, do you?
No, I'm good.
You're good. So enjoy
Cool.
your time.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
You got a beautiful weather.
I know, right? Yeah, it was raining all yesterday, so I decided not to come out.
Right.
But today,
And
hopefully,
enjoy.
thank you so much. Thank you. All right, take care.
Yeah, you too.
So the park, all the national parks in Canada are free right now. And I've noticed that. Oh, I noticed that, but I don't know the reasoning. I don't know why. I need to go look up why, but they have been free. Oh, it looks like we're gonna ride some dirt, y'all. There's some construction up here, it looks like. And there's a little bit of dirt. But yeah, the national parks are free right now, and maybe it's all summer, maybe it's for a limited time, I'm not sure. But we're about to find out. Okay, so we have Pleasant Bay and like 35 km, the Cape North and Nelson Harbor, and then, okay, cool. So I'm just reading signs right now. Okay, cool. All right, we're gonna hit some dirt road. There's a motorcycle thing. Oh, it's easy. Especially for the Interceptor. I like having the Interceptor 650, the Royal Enfield, because it's capable off-road, like when the roads are not super paved. Actually, this is like the best off-road road I've ever ridden on, but this is better than a lot of paved roads. But when it comes to some off-road, I could definitely do it. And you've seen it in Vermont and stuff like that. But I could. This is a capable machine that could do pretty much everything, which I really like. I mean, not everything. It's not like a KLR where it's a do-it-all, jack of all trades, master of none situation. No, it's not like that. This bike is specifically for the back roads, exactly like these roads actually, but it can handle rough roads and dirt roads. Nothing too intense in terms of dirt roads, but dirt roads in general. All right, back to a little bit of dirt road. And my ABS isn't working right now, so it's kind of perfect. I need to eventually fix that, but I just don't care. This bike is not worth quite a lot of money, so I don't really want to put a lot of money into it. It is a safety issue though, so maybe I actually will put in effort to fix the ABS. But good lord, look at this view. Goodness gracious, great balls of fire. This is stunning, and no one's here. It's a nice time. It's been great here in Canada in the Maritimes, as they call it. It's been so great because there's been very few people. There is a lot of tourists, but it's not like jam-packed or anything like that, or there's been almost no traffic. Pretty much no traffic everywhere. Of course, some traffic, but yeah, it's been really, it's been exactly like this, where there's a few different things. All right, let's go negotiate the stop sign. This happens a lot in Canada. There's a lot of road construction. and then they have to stop the traffic, and it's like a one-way situation. Now we're going to awkwardly sit here. I'll keep it rolling. Gorgeous scenery, though. Take care, man. Have a good one. Alright, we're going to follow this guy. They just wet the road too, so, which is good actually. Hopefully it's not going to be muddy. I doubt it though. Sorry you had to wait through that. Although, it might have been fun for you to watch that for some reason. Decided to shoot some of that stuff. I definitely cut out maybe a good 5 minutes, 5 or 8 minutes or something like that. The ocean's right here, absolutely gorgeous. This is crazy. There's trucks flying around. They're working hard. We're hardly working, one of the two. They're working in a very gorgeous place. Holy cow. One of the best places to work ever in terms of view. Look how gorgeous this view is. Absolutely gorgeous. The water's so beautiful right now. It's so calm and so blue. It's just this deep blue color. Little speckles of dark blue with all the waves and stuff like that. It is what a stunning day. Kind of glad we're going this slow. So I can check this, you know, look at all this stuff. Looks like they're putting in maybe some sort of utility next to the road. I'm guessing, I don't know, it looked pretty small, so it looks like electrical or fiber optics or something, I don't know, who knows. Absolutely beautiful over here. looks like they're doing a lot of road work. That's good. That's good. Good stuff. Like I said, beautiful place to work. Look how amazing this is. Not gonna lie, with my street tires and the loose gravel back there, that was slightly sketchy. It's just slightly. Wasn't too bad. The end of it, into the construction area. Is still kind of dirt, which is interesting. It's in really good shape. Back to loose gravel. Okay, here's the actual road. Excellent. Oh my god, look at the look at the road, guys. You seeing this shit? That is amazing. One nice thing, I guess, about all this construction, and I was in the first in line, is now there's going to be no one in front. And I could ride at my leisure. Holy moly, this is stunning. I don't know if you can get it on video, but absolutely gorgeous views right now. Wow, with the road winding through the side of the mountain. Good lord, this is really, really nice. Alright, we're going to definitely enjoy this shit. This could be a good ride. Look at that. Just wow. Definitely top 10 riding moment. Or roads to ride on. The grades are very dramatic too, which makes it fun. This is probably like a 15% grade. But the roads are perfect and they're just sweeping. If I should stop there. Oh, I should have. Okay, we're gonna zip back around. No, what we're gonna do is ride. Well, yeah, we're gonna zip back around. Let's try to do a U-turn up here. If we can't, then we can't. But there'll be another overlook, I'm sure. here. Can't really put my kickstand down on this angle. So let's try to go over here. Come way over here. Holy moly, look at that. Look at that view. I'm gonna try to maybe park my motorbike. Right here. There we go. Holy moly. Let's get a camera out and take a picture. Try to get our motorcycle in the picture. That'll work. Let's take one more. Absolutely stunning view. Tires are not that warm, so I'm going to try not to go too crazy. This is like California though, very similar to like a Malibu or Calabasas area. See if we can pass this fan maybe. I don't know if I could do it on double yellow, but we might. It's kind of not safe on these little corners. See. I don't want to push this guy. Truck coming. But yeah, see this being top 10 best motorcycling road in the world. I'm dying to go to Europe and stuff like that. In Northern Europe, there's a lot of, like in the Alps and stuff like that, there's a lot of good roads out there. I don't know these corners at all, so I'm slowing down a lot in these corners. Better be safe than sorry, of course. Oh, that's the Skyline Trail. Okay, there's a famous trail. I don't have the shoes and stuff to hike right now, but there's a famous Skyline Trail. I might do that later today. I might take the van up here later today. Do that hike. Want to pass this person? Oh, I guess not. There's a lake here. Let's stop at the lake. Wow. Absolutely stunning. Alright, picture time. Passed that car and I didn't know a little bit, it's awkward when you pass a car and then you're like, oh, I'm just gonna get off here. There's no need for me to pass you, actually. All aggressive and whatnot. Alright, picture time. Ready? Go take a picture of this lake, y'all. This is incredible. Boom. Got the picture. Alright, let's take a picture of the motorcycle and the lake. Together. Maybe like right here. Oh my god. The camera turned off because of overheating. That's ridiculous. It's not even hot out. Boom. Fuck. Apparently my camera's hot. I think it's because it's in a black bag. But I want to get a damn picture. I might have to use my phone. Fuck. Okay, I'm going to use my phone. And then I'm going to put my camera actually in my pocket so that it cools as I ride. That's what I'll do. Camera goes in the pocket. Now we're going to use my telephone. Something like that. Gotta get a vertical as well. Let's do a selfie as well. This would be weird because I'm vlogging as well. It'd be really freaking funny. There we go. Hilarious selfie. Vlogging at the same time. Kind of reminds me of the times when I used to dual vlog with some vloggers, like See Magic 97. He would be vlogging, I would be vlogging, we'd be riding together. So it's kind of this funny situation. You could see both perspectives. That was a lot of fun back in the day. Actually, MTM01 and I were texting each other last night and just going down memory lane and checking out old videos and stuff. It was a lot of fun, a lot of interest, a lot of fun times. That was a fun time when I had that big motorcycle vlogging group and we hung out all the time, went to meetups and did a bunch of rides and stuff. I'll have to do that again at some point. Absolutely fucking gorgeous lake. It's like out of a fairy tale or something like that. It's like so idyllic. It's like out of a fairy tale or something. Weather station with propane. Weird. Now we're on the top of a mountain. I believe this is a French mountain, I'm guessing. Basically on top of it. Should I pass this car going like 100? Probably not. Especially with the blind crest coming up. Referring to the down. This down part. This one little crest goes into the trough. I'm not gonna ride too aggressively and pass everyone too, because that would be slightly rude, especially because we're going over the speed limit. Pretty sure the speed limit here is like probably 70 kilometers per hour. Oh my goodness, God, that's beautiful. It's like a stream in that valley and these little trees. There's a place in Nova Scotia that's like the Christmas tree capital of the world, and I kind of get it because it's just all these types of Christmas type trees. What do they call that? Deciduous? Is that correct? I don't know anything about trees, so I probably said that really wrong. It was probably incorrect. It looks like there's a hiking trail over here, which is neat. That'll be a fun trail. I love these trees how they're short. It reminds me of Iceland because Iceland forests. The joke is, how do you find your way out of a forest in Iceland? You just stand up. Because the trees are so short. They're like waist high. Because the growing season's so small. So short there. But that's the joke. So the trees are really tiny there. And where I'm kind of from, quote unquote, from Washington State, the trees are really, really tall. Really, really freaking big. Okay, let's check out this viewing area for like a hot second. There's another lake down here. Really cool trail. I just looked down. That's really cool. Really nice. Okay. Again, you know what I'll do? I'll take the van out here. Maybe I'll take it out here in the morning, tomorrow morning. That's what I'll do. Because I have a ferry tomorrow morning at like, I think it's at like 11 a.m. or something. So I can come out here earlier and do this road again. That's what I'll do. Then I'll try to do these. I'll try to do it really early. That way I could, because I got to be at the ferry port pretty early too. So maybe not. I don't know. we'll see. We'll see how much time I have and when I wake up and what time I go to sleep. But I'm just freaking enjoying this ride. Holy moly. But how are y'all doing? What are y'all up to? I'm just curious. What are you guys up to? What kind of movies or TV shows have you been watching, or video games have you been playing, or hobbies that you're into? And are you riding motorcycles? If so, what kind of motorcycle do you have? Where do you ride around? What's your favorite road? Tell me down below. Maybe we could connect. I am living in a camper van and I do travel around the country, so maybe we could connect, and then when I'm in your area I could go look you up, and then we can go meet up, maybe go for a ride. But yeah, the trees, yeah, they're not too big here. We are kind of in a northern longitude, but yeah, where I'm kind of from, quote unquote, Washington State, the trees are like 100 feet tall. I don't know, more than that. I don't know the height, but they're quite tall trees. There's another trail here, it looks like. Now you might see some dead trees that are toppled over, or dead trees in general. And there was a hurricane, I think 3-ish years ago or so, 2 or 3 years ago, that came through here in Nova Scotia and caused a lot of destruction, especially amongst all the forests and all the trees. So there's a lot of like dead trees and trees that have been knocked over. You can still see. Holy shit, this view. That's not sky, gentlemen and ladies. That's the goddamn ocean. It goes like road, forest, mountains. Then that dark blue is ocean, and then eventually there's a horizon that you can't really see, and then the clouds and sky. Wow, same with over here. Actually, it goes ocean, then fog, and you can't really see the horizon. And we're just gonna pull over right here so that we can take a quick look. Just a quick look at this. Holy moly, holy moly. Gorgeous. Okay, we're gonna get out of here. I saw what I wanted to see. I think we're on top of a mountain here too. This is like a crest of a mountain. So like I was saying before, okay, this is a different overlook. Let me go to this overlook and then I'll continue my little chat. My brakes work, that's for sure. Holy moly, this view. Again, I can't put my kickstand in this configure. Oh, there's a little dam there. That's weird. That's interesting. As you can see, the road is quite angled down. So if I put my side stand down, I'd be kind of fucked. Plus the center stand would be the same thing. But look at this view. Let's get a little bit closer. Just a touch closer, so you can see. It's like some sort of dam. Oh, it's not a dam, it's a beach. Okay, kind of an optical illusion there. But holy moly, that's stunning. Sign back there says MacKenzie Mountain. So we had French Mountain. I believe we passed it. We went over the crest of it maybe a couple minutes ago, and now this is MacKenzie Mountain. Oh yeah, I was going to talk about something. I bet you there's an overlook coming up, and it'll interrupt me. But I was talking about my. Oh yeah, I was going to say that. Oh, there's an overlook. Saved by the Bell? No, I'm just joking. Saved by the Overlook. I'm just messing around. But I do want to see this overlook. Let's go check it out. Let's go wave to this guy as well. Oh, a little. I think that guy had like a standard motorcycle. That's kind of cool. Holy shit! This overlook is nice. Now, this is a view. If I ever seen one. Good lord! I kind of want to park over there. I'll park right here, I guess. I don't know. Oh, they're leaving now, so I'm gonna park over there. Gorgeous. Hello.
Nice motorcycle.
Thank you, thank you. Nice van, pretty cool.
Thank you.
I have a camper van as well. Yeah, but that's where are you from?
Montreal, Canada.
Montreal. Okay, nice. Washington State.
Oh, great.
Yeah. Well. Yeah.
Have you made the ride in motorbike?
Did I make the ride all the way from Washington? No, I put it on the camper van.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is that your question?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I have earplugs in.
It's good to have the camera on the front of your
Yeah, the helmet. Yeah.
helmet. Will make beautiful footage.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. You could. I will post this video if you don't mind on YouTube. You could look up my channel if you want.
Absolutely.
If you go to YouTube or Google search or something.
I don't have access, but I will record the name.
Oh, okay, great.
Would you type it in?
Sure, absolutely. Yeah, it's Rebel Yell, like the Billy Idol song, 91.
To have a look to your footage.
There you go.
Hey, that's fantastic. Thank you for sharing.
Absolutely, yeah. Just comment on the video and tell me that. What was your name?
Jacques.
John. That you're John from Nova Scotia or Montreal.
Montreal.
Yeah.
In Quebec.
In Quebec, yeah, exactly. Yep. Yeah, that'd be really cool. But yeah, is it okay if you're in the video?
Absolutely.
Oh, okay, fantastic.
That will be fine for me.
And are you just traveling through? Or are you headed back or?
We left Montreal on end of July, and the 28th of July.
Okay.
And we went through New Brunswick, Prince Edward Island. Took the ferry down to Nova Scotia, and then now we're making the whole tour around Nova Scotia. Then we will return back through New Brunswick.
Oh, yep.
Through the United States.
You're gonna go through Maine?
Yeah. Through Maine.
Okay.
And then we'll head back. In
Fantastic.
September, it's a month travel.
You're gonna come back in December, you said, into Montreal?
1 month travel.
Oh, 1 month. Okay, fantastic. Cool.
What about you?
I've been on the road for maybe about a month or so. In Canada. Well, I was coming up through Maine, and I spent about 2 or 3 weeks in New Brunswick and Nova Scotia, and then I have a ferry tomorrow actually to Newfoundland Newfoundland.
No way.
Yeah, I'm very excited for that.
Oh yeah.
I think I got lucky, but I'm.
Oh wow.
So I'll be there for like 2.5 weeks in Newfoundland,
Wow.
and then I have to be back in the States like 7 days after that.
That's beautiful. I heard so many beautiful stories about the Newfoundland.
I have to, yeah. You should try to go up there. Try to get a ferry ride.
Yeah, eventually, yes. But,
Eventually.
Not this year.
Sure, next year maybe.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe. Good to meet you.
Yeah, nice to meet you, John. I'm Jeff.
Jeff. Good
Yep.
to meet you.
All right, yeah, check out the video.
Yeah, I will.
You'll be in it.
Thank you for sharing.
All right, take care, John.
Bye.
gorgeous. What a gorgeous view. Okay, that was amazing. Good to meet some people here. I was gonna say local people, not super local, but they're Canadians as well, and they were super nice. Gentleman named John, and yeah, super nice guy it seemed. So very wonderful to meet people. I've actually met a few people out here in my travels in Canada, and every single person has been so nice, so nice and friendly, and one to know what you're up to. And unlike a lot of the parts of the States where, especially the cities and stuff, it's just like that friendliness doesn't exist, and the people here treat you like you're a human being. That sounds dramatic, but that's kind of what it feels like. Anyways, back to the riding. I don't know what I was talking about. Oh yeah, I was talking about my plans. I kind of talked to my plans to that gentleman. Which is, yeah, Newfoundland. Oh, I was going to say, I am very excited to go ride in Newfoundland. I'll definitely do some riding, definitely shoot some video for any rides that I do. And that'll be I'm sure that'll be an incredible time. And wow, so the road comes down here, but I could see just for a moment that the road goes along the coast, all the way over there along the coast. So, holy cow, this is going to be a good ride. I mean, this is already a good ride, but it's going to continue to be really, really incredible. Again, very close to kind of Malibu / Calabasas, California, sort of, but also very different. Going down the mountain now. Switchbacks. There's an overlook here, but okay, I'll go try to see the overlook. It's hard to tell because the traffic is hard to check out. Funny, it's like the last video where I'm just like trying to tell a story and then overlook and then trying to tell the story and then overlook, which is great. It's a great thing to have. Hello, how are you guys?
Good, awesome.
Amazing, isn't it?
It is.
Oh, man.
It's so breathtaking.
Amen, yeah. Wow. With these trees and everything, and then just wanted to like sit down here and paint an oil painting or something of this scene. Okay, let's get a shot with the motorcycle. Perfect. So here's Nova Scotia, here's Cape Breton Island, and then we're here. That's pretty cool. Excuse me. I was wondering if you could take my picture.
Sure.
Okay, thank you. I was gonna stand over here.
Not a problem.
So you could just take it just like that.
Perfect.
It's just like a half press and then a full press.
One and two.
Thank you very much.
No problem.
Really appreciate it.
No problem.
That's awesome. All right. Did y'all want a picture together?
Is it? Picture? Sure.
Excellent.
That would be great. Thank you.
Absolutely. All right, ready? 1, 2, 3. One more. 1, 2, 3. There we go.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Yep. Just check them out. Make sure they're good.
Oh, they're awesome.
Excellent.
Thank you.
Cool. Absolutely. Thank you. Have a good day. See, more nice people here. You know what is kind of on my like one thought I have is people are so nice when during my travels. Let's go check this out as well. Oh, this is the same view basically. Yeah, gorgeous. Here's a better view actually. Okay. Here's my thoughts. People are so happy traveling and they're not working and they're not stressed out. So maybe they're in like better moods where they're more friendly and more nice than people that are working all the time and they're doing their 9 to 5 or whatever. They're working full time. They're stressed out constantly and maybe they're not as nice to other people when they go and interact with other people. I don't know. Just take a look at this little view here for fun. Wow, what a perfect day. Excuse me, perfect day too. In terms of weather and everything, like, goodness. Couldn't ask for anything better. I kind of want to get a picture. Okay, we're going to get another picture, y'all. Let's get one like this. Perfect. Here you go. Let's get one like that. Let's get one like this. There we go. Cool. Fucking stunning day. Pardon my English. 35 kilometers per hour corner. This is going to be a tight corner. Let's take it wide in the initially. Let's take it to the apex, which is probably around right there. Ish. Did a late apex there. Well, I didn't know this corner at all anyways. Okay, another 25 mile per hour corner going the other way. Switchbacks. Alright. I didn't take this corner well at all, but it's okay. Is just so blue. Bridge. We're leaving the national park. We're now in Pleasant Bay, it looks like. Just looking at the signs here. Fresh local mussels and oysters. That's incredible. What a cool restaurant. Rusty Anchor, right on the water, motorcycles parked out front. Can't get any better than that. I will need lunch at some point, so I don't think we're going to eat there per se, but this is cool too. Look at this geodesic domes, little Airbnb type situation right on the water. Absolutely stunning. Like that's a really beautiful time. That'd be a really nice vacation. I stayed in one geodesic dome one time in the snow in Colorado, and it was a lot of fun. That's where I actually got my preference for composting toilet. There was a composting toilet in the geodesic dome Airbnb that I was staying at in the mountains of Colorado. I forget exactly where, but they had this, yeah, like I said, the composting toilet, the Ogo toilet. And I liked it a lot, like how it worked and everything and the situation, and that's what I got in my van. That's what I ordered and had them kind of custom put in there in my van. So that's the toilet in my van. Well, Interpretive Center, whale and seal cruise. I love that. I was told that you could see whales and seals. And there's like, you know, of course, tours and stuff like that. But I was told August or mid-August is like peak whale viewing. Now we're in the national park again. What does this sign say? Farms must be kept with vehicles unloaded and dismantled. So I should put away my side piece is what they're saying. I'm just joking. I don't have anything. Bumpy road sign. Let's make sure we don't, yeah, that's a little bit of a bump. Not too bad. Hopefully there's not a lot of, more construction here. So flag person and construction. Hopefully we could go zip right on through, but I have a feeling we're going to have to stop and have to wait. But let's take a look. A little bit of dirt right here. Holy cow. Okay, we do have to wait. Since there's a bunch of cars coming, I guess I'll keep the footage rolling. Oh yeah, he or she just flipped the sign to slow instead of stop. So just in time, actually. Hopefully this dirt riding is not too bad. Here's where the dirt is. Looks like they're doing some major work on this specific piece of the road. They took out a lot of dirt. Wonder what they're doing. Maybe they're unearthing an ancient artifact or dinosaur bones. I'm just joking. Messing around. All the dust in my eyes. It's pretty warm outside, y'all. Probably 76 or 78, I'm guessing. Fahrenheit, you know, of course. Celsius would be crazy. 78 Celsius. I wonder what that stuff is over there. It looks like a park. Yeah, it's a park or something. Potential stopping here. Very awkward. Looks like we're going to stop on this one, y'all. Alright, no, we're not going to get into any shade, unfortunately. I could get into some shade right here. Yeah, probably not. This dog is barking at me. This dog in the back seat here barking at me. I was trying to get into some shade here, but I didn't get into much. Yeah, I am hot. Doesn't help that I have a black jacket on. Well, I see the cars coming here, so I'm going to leave it rolling because theoretically we'll be able to get going after that. Looks like we're going, question mark? Yes, we are. Beautiful, beautiful day, y'all. I'm not sure what else to talk about. Was I talking about something? I think I was. I don't think I had a topic other than what I already talked about. I already gave you my plans, kind of an update on the traveling, and kind of an update on where we're at. But yeah, we're just going to go on. We're just going to continue on this little ride, probably for another 60-ish kilometers. And then I'm gonna decide if I want to do the whole loop, which I might do. What I'll probably do is stop for lunch in about 60 kilometers, and then recharge a little bit, get some water in me and some liquids, some food, maybe some coffee, probably coffee for sure. And then I might go take this loop all the way because I'm going up the west side of the peninsula now. Well, I'm now going kind of across the top, but now at some point I'm going to be turning south on the east side of the peninsula, and then it does like a little loop. It goes like up and around like that. So I'll probably do it because it's such a beautiful day, and I think I'd like to. I have the energy for it as well. Just do the whole thing. So much dust. Had to put my visor down. That helps a little bit. Not a lot, but a little bit. Alright, anyways. Yeah, I think I'll do the loop. So at some point during this ride, I'm going, maybe when I get to Igniash or whatever it's called. I don't know how to pronounce that name. But then I will go get lunch, like I said, and coffee, whatever, and then I'll continue on the Cabot Trail all the way back to the campground where I started doing the full loop. That's the plan today. It might rain at about 4 p.m. I do have rain gear, so I'm actually not concerned. The only thing I don't have is a clear visor. I only have a tinted visor, but that should be fine in the rain as well. So that is the plan for today. I'm going to film as much as I can. The camera is going to die at some point. Theoretically, I should have brought my battery bank, because then I could charge the camera for like an hour and then it'll be like fully charged. And then I could shoot for another 2 hours or something like that. Because I think I just about tested the run time on the battery of this camera. It's about 2 hours long in terms of what I've been doing. And like the settings I have. So like 2 hours I could shoot. And I think I've already been shooting for like maybe an hour, I'm guessing. So we'll see. We'll see how I capture it. I might cut off the video until we get to something more exciting, more interesting than just driving behind cars. But I'll keep it going for a bit. still in the national park though, the Cape Breton Highlands National Park. Oh yeah, so I was talking about earlier that I was talking to MTM01, Mike is his name, and we were, like yesterday, and we were talking about old times and about old videos and stuff, and I was curious if his videos were up on his channel, and he was saying that all of his videos are not there and stuff like that, but he had them available for me to watch, and so I checked out some of the old videos of back in the day, and it was just a lot of fun to go back, check out those old videos, and like, oh my god, like 15 years ago we did this and did this ride and hung out with these people. It was really cool to go down memory lane, and I was trying to check out old motorcycle vlogger channels to see if they're still active or like when's the last time they posted a video, and pretty much all of the main group of people there are not doing anything anymore, except I did stumble upon Accidental Broadcast, who made a video about a year ago, and he was talking about a new channel that he was starting up called Operation Aloha. So you could check that out, and he was describing those videos as videos that are for visitors to Maui, Hawaii. At least that's what I got out of it. I didn't watch his videos on that new channel yet, but it was cool to see Kalani again after so many years. Because I haven't been looking or I haven't been like in the motorcycle vlogging community or watching other people's videos for a long time, for many years. I was busy with my career and just so focused on my career and whatnot, and other things and relationships and whatever it was, that I just didn't focus on riding or watching motovlogs. But now that I'm motorcycle vlogging more often, it just makes me curious, like, oh, who else is kind of making more videos or coming, like, not coming back, but you know, when's the last time they're active or how they're doing. It'd be cool to meet up again with these old motorcycle vlogger friends of mine. When I go back to Arizona, I will go hang out with some old friends, old motorcycle vlogger friends, but old high school friends and all that. And I'm really looking forward to that. Like, I just talked to Chris, or ZMagic97, and we agreed that we should hang out and catch up after all these years. And then I gotta go hang out with Ryan, or Rhino Ride. And of course Tony, which was previously known as Sugar High Rider. Don't know I forget his new channel name. Tony Goes Riding or something. I had my little cruise control on there for a moment and then got back on the throttle. But yeah, it was cool to go down kind of old videos, and I was watching a little bit of old videos on my channel too, and yeah, it was a lot of fun. But anywho, always fun to meet up with old friends, catch up. Those are not the only people on my mind. There's also a bunch of others, but... And of course, I would love to hang out and meet some new people along the road. And during my travels, I have met a few people, and I've met some friends that I've kept in touch with as well, which has always been nice. Cool, fun, interesting folks. messed up. Maybe I'll pass this person. Might as well. And I think this van in front of me is John and his partner, or spouse. Absolutely gorgeous little view here, all the forest and everything. The trees are so small, and unfortunately they're decimated, they're destroyed, a lot of them are destroyed. Like I said, I'm pretty sure because of that hurricane that came through here 2 or 3 years ago. Headed down the mountain now. Yeah, this would be really tough in the van, actually, the camper van, because there's so much weight, and mine is a gasoline engine. I already talked about this in a previous video, but it's hard to control the weight coming down. I mean, I'm using lower gears to go down a slope, but still, it's sometimes hard to control. I got to use a lot of brakes, and I don't want to use brakes the whole way down, so that might lead to, you know, the brake fluid boiling and all sorts of, you know, overuse of your brakes and stuff. Yeah, on this trip, specifically this Canadian trip, I've met a few Canadians from around Canada, Ontario and Quebec and Nova Scotia as well, and it's been amazing. It's been really cool to connect or just talk to these Canadian people and to hear their stories. And I also like to ask them how Canada is going, how they feel about their area that they live, and whether the population is decreasing or increasing. I can't get enough of these views, y'all. These views are incredible. Reminds me a little bit of Arizona, minus all the forests and stuff like that, but Arizona has like mountains like this. And little mountain passes like this. Good riding in Arizona. I miss Arizona quite a bit for that. We're gonna stop here. Nah, it's a bunch of forest and stuff like that, but it'll allow me to pass this person. This is John, I think, I'm pretty sure. Oh, very nice, very beautiful. What was I talking about? I don't remember. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, meeting Canadians, stuff like that. Oh yeah, I was talking about how I was asking them if how the population is going, if the population is declining or increasing, and all the Canadians were saying it's increasing, and there's a lot of immigration happening right now, and there's problems associated with that. There's a lot of immigrants, and they are not assimilating to Canadian culture as readily or as fast, and therefore they're, you know, the issues from their previous country they're kind of bringing with them, and the Canadians don't like that, which it makes sense. But they're also, many of them were also very, very like, you know, I'm all for supporting people coming and immigrating to Canada from, especially from places where there's a lot of issues like Ukraine, Cuba, etc. But they have to, you know, they should be interested in being Canadian. You know, obviously, it's an interesting situation because, as most of you know, maybe you don't, I am half Filipino, half white, or half American. My dad was American. He was in the U.S. Air Force, and he was stationed in the Philippines at one point, and he met my mom and everything, and that's how they got together, and then that's how I was born. So that was a mix of cultures, of course, and I'm very happy about that, very thankful to have a rich cultural heritage, I guess you could say. But yeah, so I have a little bit of experience with immigration, at least with my family immigrating to the States. But anyway, it's a controversial, it's an interesting topic. It's there's no easy solution to it, but it's an interesting thing to talk about and to discuss. Top of the island just ahead is what that sign said. Top of the island. We're to go up a mountain apparently. This road is a little rough, slightly. But yeah, the Canadians are saying immigration's a big thing right now. The borders are open. One of them was saying that people could come here without a proper visa, and they could live here while the visa's in progress. And I thought that was a bit crazy, and stuff like that. So the population is increasing, which is I guess a good thing theoretically. Because if you have the other problem like Vermont does, or other rural parts of America where the population is declining, and like Japan or something like that, you have situations where towns die basically. People just stop living there. The young people go to the big cities, the old people pass away, and then there's no one in those towns to take care of them or have essential services or whatever it is, or hospitals or education, you know, schools and whatnot. So then these towns have to downsize, kind of thing, or whatever, I don't know. But anyways, it's issues like that on the other side, where if you have a declining population, then you have, you know, and then you have economic issues on top of the declining population. And yeah, so that was one kind of issue I was discussing with some Canadians. But overall, it seemed like they really enjoyed it. Politics came up just a little bit, I guess. And you could kind of maybe think about, you could probably guess how that went, or which way they sided on. Typically, well, I can't really say that. It's different for who you're, you know, for different people who you run into, of course. I cannot feel my right hand anymore. I'm gonna try with all this rough road to let it rest. Yeah, this road is rough. Not too bad though, not the worst road of my life. I'm gonna just stand up for this shit actually. You can tell by my voice I wanted to illustrate kind of thing, not illustrate, but kind of illustrate that how rough these roads are, because you can't tell on video, I'm sure. But yeah, that was kind of what I talked about with the Canadians. We talked about our travel plans and what if they were local or if they're traveling themselves. And every little, every kind of person had their own story and stuff. It was really fun to learn about all that and to hear about their stories. And a lot of them had information to give, like what to check out in the area and what things to see and stuff like that. But everyone has been so nice, so kind, so friendly. I've been really loving it. And stuff as well. Jesus, these roads are horrific. Ice cream shop, that's cute. Local artisans and quilts, that's fun. I guess I'll tell you another story about cannabis, actually. So what I've learned is in Canada, generally speaking, it's legal. I believe it's federally legal in Canada to enjoy cannabis, especially in your home. New Brunswick specifically, I know for a fact that you could enjoy it in your home with no restriction, basically. But I don't think you could enjoy it publicly. So some provinces have different rules, it seems like, because I think there's another province where I heard there's another province where you can smoke out in public. Like everywhere you can smoke a cigarette, you can smoke a joint. And so that's pretty cool. I was talking to, I met up with a couple in a campground earlier in New Brunswick, I believe it was. And I was talking to the gentleman. He was saying that he was having this pain, and he never used cannabis in his whole life, but he knew it was legal in Canada. And the cannabis, at least in New Brunswick, the stores are all state-run. They're run by the province. And so he went into one, and it was basically like a pharmacy situation where he described his ailments, and the person basically showed him a product that he might like, an edible essentially. And he took the edible. It was like maybe, I don't know, what was it, a gram? So half of a gram, I think, of something. Of CBD or THC, one of the two, or both, I don't know. Anyways, this is like a 1 gram edible. It was like a chocolate bar, and he cut it in half, so he had half of a gram. And he said it didn't really work for him, and he got headache and stuff like that. And but he gave it to me. I actually didn't try it either, because I was talking to another friend, and they were saying that this particular product how they make it isn't exactly very pure in terms of the chemical processes or the processes that they use to produce the product. So it's not as ideal. It's more processed, basically. And so I just kind of threw it away. But it was kind of funny to get more experience. Because me personally, I have not used any cannabis products in my life. But I was curious. I was kind of curious about it. But yeah, that was kind of interesting. Interesting little situation. Not exactly sure where we're at, but there's a food market here. I love that. If I had the van, I'd come here, get some local produce and things. I've gotten some amazing, like, smoked fish and bacon and what else? And different produce out here, actually. Local stuff. So delicious. Farmers market's on Saturday. Okay, so there's a farmers market here, I guess. Or somewhere over here. So it's interesting that this is the Cabot Trail, right? I'm curious if it has any connection to Cabot in Vermont, like Cabot, the company that makes dairy products, cheese and stuff like that in Vermont. I'm curious if it's related at all. Maybe it's from the same family. I don't know. I'm not sure. I doubt it's a related thing, but you never know. I'm assuming no. But it's a question I have.